and it's going to be green light racing here at Monza. Here goes Noah. We're going to try and go wheel to wheel with the leader. Vic, once again, back on the top step. We did say take it easy. Oh my goodness. Sinead's going to go for it here into 14, 15. Side by side, is it going to be Mercedes or is it going to be a BMW?
Hello and welcome everyone to Friday night here at Phoenix Sim Sport, and it is MX5 Cup time tonight, and we are back at the absolutely action-packed, twisty, fast circuit of Daytona. And it's going to be an absolute blinder, I can tell you that, especially after following the Tata Series yesterday for a fantastic race. Before we get started, though, the usual affiliation shout-out to Asetek Sim Sports. So if you are in the mood for some new sim gear, go ahead, get yourselves along to Asetek's site, grab what you want, fill your car up, head to the shop, checkout even, and enter the code Phoenix Sim Sport to get a lovely 5% discount from us. But today it is not just me in the comms box. I am joined by the ever lovely Jake again, our own resident race driver. Jake, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, very well, mate. Looking forward to this. It was a fantastically exciting race yesterday. You can tell us quite a bit about that because you were involved in the Tatus race yesterday.
Oh yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, it just went... First race, total carnage. I just don't know what was going on, but kept out of trouble kind of, and then they had the restart obviously, but kept my ground, got back up, I think I got up to 9th in the first race, and then the second race was pretty much the same. Bit of unlucky, I ran wide in the complex in the second race when I was in 2nd or 3rd I think. Dropped me down to 7th, and then I had a little spin coming out the chicane, dropped me to 9th, but 2 9ths when I didn't have any practice last week because of some commitments, you know.
Yep.
I was quite pleased with it, but yeah, it was great.
Ah, it was good. That was a great race to watch. I did follow quite a bit of you yesterday as well, and you know, I would have loved to have been on track, but I think I had just as much fun in the comms box yesterday. Before we get back onto the track action, though, we will just go through the driver championship standings after race 1. So it is GOVEE, currently championship leader on 70 points. We have Parmesan on 68. It's Miku on 66. My wheel's being stupid and it's moving by itself. Okay. We're just about to start qualifying. We'll get into that. So where are we? Mikkel is in 4th with 60 points. Matt on 54. Mav and P6 on 30. It's Vasily in 28 and 7th. John Way in 8th on 26. Weber in 9th on 26. And Fiala running at the top 10 on 24 points. Now we're going to get ourselves onto the own game, in-game action. And put myself back in the pits, that's all good. Hello and welcome, Spider Monkey. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And we are live on the action. Let's see who is out on qualifying on track right now. We have, it's looking like we have 19 on track today, dude.
Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? I think there may even be a couple of extras from last week, which is great to see. I mean, a lot of the regulars, but a few of the newcomers from last week, Aiden and the other people from last week that were new, he's back out there this week, managed to convince him to get out at a new track. He's doing alright, looking forward to it, I think, hopefully he is. So, you know, it's looking like to be a good evening, isn't it, again? Yeah,
it's looking like it's going to be absolutely action-packed from start to finish. As well, as we said, we had a restart yesterday after a what would have been a red flag incident on the off on race 1, and then we just had so many things going down yesterday. Just action-packed start to finish. I pretty much lost my voice by the end of it, and I think Leo did as well. But yeah, we'll I just hope, and I'm not even going to hope, it is going to be as good today, I can tell, because the MX5s are great fun. And that was the wrong button. I'm looking for that one.
Yeah.
Spider Monkey's asking, how do you join the championship? Okay, so in the Twitch description below, or in the Twitch box, there is a Discord link to join the Phoenix Sim Sport Discord. If you click on that, get signed up. One of us will get you in the general and get you help set up. You can also find us through
SimGrid.
SimGrid, that's the one. If you just type in Phoenix Sim Sport, and you can find any of the championships that we run, and you're welcome to join them. So it's not just MX5s, we run Tatis, we run Formula V VRCs, we have Assetto Corsa Competizione, we have Le Mans Ultimate, we're also running TCR, IndyCars, the V8s. We've got so much going on, Jake, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a lot of different championships, haven't we? I mean, obviously, I have the pleasure to commentate on these and then the Saturday evening Le Mans, but both of them have been action-packed, and we're hoping for more tonight in the MX5s as people are just putting in their out laps ready to start their first push laps, aren't they?
We are indeed. So we are looking around about the 2-minute 1, 2-minute 2, I believe, maybe just under. Yep, Spider Monkey, we have got absolutely, there's always got space at MX5s for you to come down. This is just race, this is the second event of the championship. There's still 8 more to go after this. The format is qualifying, as we're watching Louis having a bit of a wide moment there. So the format is, we have one 20-minute race that is obviously run on qualifying order, and then the second race is reverse grid. So don't worry if you don't have a great first race, there's always a chance to come back in the second race, because you're going to be further up the grid at the start. But in terms of who do you think we're going to see performing today, I think it's Mikael and Miku are going to be our obvious 2 runners. Championship protagonists will be going at each other. I'm definitely not going to count out Matt today. He had a fantastic run in the Tatuses yesterday. Unfortunately, a last lap collision cost him a load of points at the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, we did see some good fights last week, didn't we? Especially in that reverse grid, the second race last week, the reverse grid race, which brought a lot of different drivers into the mix. Even ones that, obviously, like you say, because it's reverse grid, the slower drivers, the ones with less experience, get the advantage to start at the front, and a lot of them were keeping, you know, in the top 10, weren't they, and putting on a very good fight to the front runners that were coming through from the back of the pack.
Yep, absolutely. Let me just click this one. I need to go quickly put something in the Ledisky code.
Miku has just set the first flying lap of 2:12.057, so a good first lap. GOVEE setting a decent lap of a 2:13.3, so 1.2 seconds between the two. But we have been seeing in practice quite a little good fight between, especially the top 2, separated by only a couple of 2/10ths, and then 3rd and 4th was very close, wasn't it? In practice, with some separated by about 0.7 from pole. So in general, you know, MX5s, a lot of slipstream. We saw some slipstream, certainly I did last night in the Tatters. Lots of slipstreaming, but we should see a lot of great racing, shouldn't we? As we're riding on board with Fiala, going around the first couple of corners. This is the most trickiest, I'd say, certainly in the Tatters. Lots of braking, get the braking points right, and then you get a good run onto the straight, especially in a couple of corners time before we go round onto the main part of the lap. Yeah,
and we're starting to see the first sets of fast times in at the moment, and there is Miku topping the leaderboard with a 2:12.0 dead. 4/10ths quicker than Mikael, so an absolute flying first lap from Miku there. GOVEE, our championship leader, in 3rd. And 4:19 in 4th as well. Brisen we're on board with in 5th, so we're looking at what, 2:12, 2:11 highs?
Yeah, and I mean, just looking even further down the board, Aiden currently sitting in 12th. That's his best ever lap time, a 2:18.3, so it's a fairly decent lap because he has been only getting used to the circuit this afternoon, setting fairly consistent times around the 2:20 mark, but it's great to see him ever improving and getting faster and faster, as we saw last week around Silverstone National, didn't we?
Absolutely, and we saw him yesterday, as I said last week, yeah, we saw him improve and improve during the race. He was getting faster and faster and faster during the race, so, you know, it just proves that, you know, you might not know the track, you might not be fast around the track, but keep at it, your times will improve and you're going to get better. And it is good to see him back this week, currently P12 with a 2:18. So let's see what kind of performance Aiden can get himself in this week.
Yeah, it should be very good, as we're still riding on board with the 5th place man. Still where we're going towards the complex, through the chicane, aren't we? It was a very tricky couple of corners yesterday, especially in the Tatters, and I'm sure it is as well in the rear-wheel drive MX5s.
Absolutely, you can see a lot of the Tatters were struggling on the camber yesterday, so when the track was up tall and then coming down, as we see Mikael is got Aiden in front of him at the moment. And hopefully Aiden doesn't hold them up too much, because they are on qualifying laps, so you have to be careful. But yeah, that camber that these guys are on right now in the MX5s doesn't seem to affect them all too much. But in the Tatus, oh no, Aiden has hit Mikael. Oh dear, and Aiden does hold it. But that happens as well a lot. Cars become very unstable when they're shifting between top and the bottom part of the road. And I saw yesterday with the Tatuses, it gets a bit bumpy, and a lot of the guys were struggling.
Yeah, I had a couple of dodgy moments. I saved the majority of them, but then as I was just getting, obviously, because I'd already had that spin in the infield, and that dropped me down to 7th. And I think I was just right, like, I had about 5 minutes to go, I think, and then I had the spin in the chicane, which, you know, I've been held in it. I had a very, very light setup yesterday, which is how I like it, but, you know, it's a very tricky part of the track, even in these, like I say.
Yeah, indeed. So, we've got a couple of shout-outs as well, Spider Monkey and George C. Huge thanks for the follows on the stream. We do very much appreciate that. We do have a minute and a half left, and it is Miku still 0.4 of a second ahead of Mikael that we're on board with right now. No change below that. Reguibi still 3rd, and 419 still 4th. Fiala, fantastic lap from Fiala, up to P5. Aiden still P11. Very respectable time there.
Very good. I mean, you know, there's quite a few people that haven't set a time yet, and they're all on their last lap or so, aren't they? So unless they come over the line now, like I say, very good, respectable time from Aiden in 11th. He's set his best lap ever, which is great to see. Like exactly replicating last week, as we saw obviously him getting quicker and quicker last week. But at the moment, absolute brilliant flying lap from Miku, 0.4 up the road, which, you know, I know obviously it's just qualifying, but it's great as we see Alan jump up to 3rd, so he's a second off, doing a 2:13.065. So good. Oh, as it switches around again, Reguibi up to 3rd, 0.8 off pole.
This
so
is
it's great. Very close, isn't it?
Yeah, they're finding what they're needing right now. I just needed to what am I doing? I need my standings button. That's the one I need, because I should have had that one on. That's the one. So there we go, a 2:12.0, still our top one, 4 seconds. But yeah, an absolutely great run there from Alan, out of nowhere. So who have we still got to set times? It will be, so 18 cars on track. Miki, 2012 Vauxhall Corsa, is currently P18 without a real time set. Matt Pryor's not set a lap. Louise is not set a lap. Tommaso's not set a lap. So there's a lot to play for. Mikael, that's it for him. P2, he's going to settle with that. Miku untouchable at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he got that done and dusted very early on, didn't he? It was his first proper flying lap, and a great first flying lap, just what you want, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. And I'm just trying to think, I'm trying to look for a little thing on my HUDs that somebody asked for, but I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get it. They're looking for gaps to the cars in front, but if you look to the right hand side of my screen, just above the H standings marker, you can see a gap marker there. So as much as the left hand side will just kind of show gaps to the leader, the one on the right hand side will show you gaps to the cars around, until I find something that works a bit like ACC TV, so I can actually accurately point at drivers instead of having to click through their names randomly, but such is the joys of AC. But we'll figure that out in races to come, no doubt. But there we go, that looks like it's qualifying. Miku, pole position, championship rival. Mikael, P2, Reguibi, our championship leader, P3. Wow, Miku, a 2:11.8. So not only has he gone pole, he's just made a statement of going even faster. 4:19 up to 3. Alan, P2! Alan out of nowhere.
Amazing, isn't it? I mean, we saw him get up to 3rd briefly, and then he dropped back down with people improving, but now he's up to 2nd. So, very late call to get onto the front row, but he's certainly done it with 0.3 just off pole. So, one of the top 3, I think. Oh, there's now. Oh no, Nestor goes quicker, doesn't he? And sets a lap to get him up to 3rd. So, very close between 2nd, 3rd, and 4th now, which is great to see, isn't it?
Yep. Exactly. So, yeah, I've changed the qualifying time things. I completely forgot about that. I was still on the MX the Tatus thingy from last night. But there you go. There is your fastest lap time. So your top 3 is Miku, Alan, and Nestor. Nestor going faster than Mikael. Wow. We are in a break, but we are just going to continue. S14 is in 5th, GOVEE in 6th, Matt 7th, Fiala in 8th, Gigi Lind in 9th, Brison in 10th, Mav down in P11, probably not where he was wanting to be, but plenty of time to improve. You got Peck in 12th, Laurie 13th, Sloa in 14th, Aiden 15th. Great run there from Aiden. And then we have Miki in 16th, Louis in 17th, Tommaso in 18th. Oh, an absolute run that is, mate.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Very good. So, I mean, not long till we get onto the grid ready for the first race, but it's going to be a very interesting race between, like I say, Alan. I don't think he was here last week, was he? Is he a new? Unless he's changed his name on the timings.
Do believe Alan is a newcomer to MX5 along with Gigi Land, who we saw in Tatis yesterday. He's new to the series, so another welcome along. Nizloa, welcome along as well. And as again, Aiden as well for his first run in MX5. So we do have a good few racers, brand new guys on track with us this week, which is lovely to see. We love to see the series growing. And we have a lot of cars on track over through all our series this weekend. We have absolutely stacked it, but there's still space. We've always got space for more guys on track. Cricky Smooth, thank you. I will hydrate with a sip of coffee. Thank you, kind sir. I needed that, to be honest. Thanks. Keep me hydrated. I do love that. But yeah, we have so many different series. We're always looking for extra drivers. So if you're interested in Tatis, if you're interested in MX5, TCRs, Formula VCRs, the V8s, the Indy cars, if you're interested in the Assetto Corsa Competizione, which we're running Spa tomorrow, there's still time to sign up for that one as well, guys. If you're interested in the Assetto Corsa Competizione, you want to run at Spa, quickly find out, get to us, join the Phoenix, get yourself signed up through SimGrid, and we'll have you on the grid tomorrow. We've currently got 30 cars on the grid for Spa tomorrow, and we're wanting to make that even more. If anything, I would love to see 40 plus cars on the grid for tomorrow. LMU is the same. Both LMU hypercars and the LMGT3s are looking absolutely stacked grids as well. Looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. And again, the Formula VCRs, a very cheap mod, indeed. And it's a very detailed simulated version of F1. It's basically if EA actually did something useful and made it more simmy, that's what Formula VCR is like. But yeah, drivers are everywhere. Drivers are everywhere. I don't know why the bot's not allowing that. That's a very harmless word. There you go. You can have that. The term babe is allowed. So, Twitch, you can call it what you want, but babe is actually the term for a young pig. So, yes. We'll just properly English you there, Twitch. But we do have just a minute 45 to go. Here at Daytona, the first round, 20 minutes qualifying order, followed up with reverse grid order for race 2, which always brings out a phenomenal amount of action. Rob Blanquito saying, "Raw, let's go DLX boys," sitting currently. I don't think that grid order is correct. I do believe Nestor and Mikhail are a lot further up the grid than
I was just going to say that. I think we've got a little problem with the timing screen at the moment, but we've just got over a minute to go. Who's your predictions on?
Well, it's all going to depend on the start. Who can get through the bus stop lap 1 without any incidents? Miku is renowned for a fantastic start, so I'm expecting him to get a great start, get off on the lead there. I've never seen Alan drive before, but he's also looking very promising. He could be in there. I'm expecting Miku to win this one without any accidents. Miku should win this one, but never ever count out Mikhail. Even in P4 behind his teammate Nestor probably his best result so far in P3. Don't ever count him out, ever. And our championship leader GOVEE starting in 6. Anything can happen. The bus stop is where it's all going to go down on lap 1. We're going to keep a major eye on this one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd like to see Alan do well. He's got a very good performance in qualifying, so if he can keep that up and keep setting them consistent lap times in the race, it should be a very good race for him. As we see the six lights coming on now, Paddy, you want to talk through the race start? It should be a very good race, shouldn't it?
It should be indeed. We're just waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're holding. Is everyone going to get... Oh, we've got a couple of jump starts. At the back there, unfortunately. But we are go. Race 1 of the MX5 Cup here at Daytona in the Phoenix Sim Sport Series. Miku with the start that he wanted. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a further view down the pack, because we're going to get into the bus stop, and this is where it's all going to kick off. Are we going to have any argy-bargies on board with GOVEE right now? As we see, is that Allen round? That is Allen round. That looks like 419 rounds. So we got casualties at the bus stop. One of them, our P2 sitter Allen. Oh, disaster.
That's terrible. I mean, looking at some of the people that have gained, especially you've got Aiden Maverick up from obviously Maverick qualifying 10th for 11th. He's up to 6th, so he's survived that, as well as Aiden up to 8th. So it's a great start for him.
Yeah, absolutely major win there from Maverick. You're right, P11 on the start, up to P6. So absolutely flying. 5 places gained there by the main man. Brizin dropping down behind Louis there. Fiala down in P12 as well. And it is Miku with Mikkel all the way up behind him. And the DLX boys running P2, P3. And they are going to be pushing Miku all the ways. It looks like Nestor made a mistake there. Matt going round the outside. GOVEE going round the outside. So GOVEE gaining 2 places on lap 1. Maverick gaining 6 places on lap 1. Matt up to P3. It's all kicking off.
Yeah, definitely. And Aiden, big winner out of the first lap with all the carnage. He's up to 8th. So great start from where he started, 15th or 16th on the grid. He's up to 8th. So it's a brilliant start, isn't it?
There we go. We got side by side Mikkel and Miku already battling. Here we go, into the bus stop. This is the bus stop. This is where it's all going to kick off. Miku takes the run. Mikkel, will he have a better drive? Bit wide there from Miku. The cars are all splitting out. We're going to go a bit further back down the grid because I want to see what's going on down here. Please, please, give me cars. Oh, this is why I need an AC controller that's proper. Aiden going down the way.
Aiden's dropping down the field, yeah. So whether there's made a slight mistake and people getting past him, but he's down into 13th, so he still making up positions from his start. But
there's
Alan has.
Yeah, I was going to say that was Alan. It's Alan away past him. It looked like Aiden unfortunately had made a mistake. Going through the bus stop. What's going up the front?
Now what's happened to Nestor? Yeah, Nestor's gone down to 6th. So, and also Matt went down briefly for a moment, but back up to 3rd. Miku takes the lead now. So he's got past Mikkel. Very close at the moment, but some great racing first lap, hasn't there been?
It's been fantastic. I just wish the cameras would play fair. Mikkel has got past Miku. So the battle for P1 swapping hands already, and these two are notorious with each other. MX5 last season, Bahrain was the highlight race for me. These two, both races finished within 1/1000th of a second across the line after 20 minutes. It was amazing to see. Oh, Mikkel going really wide there. Switch back from Miku. It looks like he's going to have him on the run here, but he's going to have the outside line going into the next corner. And it looks like Mikkel's just going to hold it and no more. Is Miku going to try the switch back? He's going to have the slipstream though. If he can just tuck in behind, and he has. Let's see how this one's going to pan out. This is going to be a battle to the line, I can tell.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting, isn't it? I mean, they both started very well. We've got Miku trying to get the slipstream and get past him as they're coming round onto the straight towards the bus stop chicane. It's going to be very interesting into here. 2 into 1's not going to work. What's going to happen? As they're both going side by side down towards the chicane. This should be very interesting, shouldn't it, Paddy?
That's it. Mikkel just a little bit back from Miku here. Onto the brakes. Swiping through. Good cuts there from Miku. Very clean, very safe driving. We're Tommaso. Good start up to P10 from Tommaso. We're going to go a little bit further down the grid because there's some major battling going on a bit further down for the likes of P9, P10. There we go. Here we go. On board with Louis, who is just behind Tommaso. Just ahead of Fiala and Alan as well. Aiden, unfortunately, looks like he has had to pit in. New set of soft tyres, down in 16th, but ahead of Peck and ahead of Laurie. So, Aiden in the pits.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there, but for Aiden, but like I say, he's got, obviously, like you say, he's coming back out the pits, he's got his soft tyres on.
Tommaso's in the pits. So
yes, he is. He's gone ahead into the pit. So this battle now is going for 9th and 10th, isn't it? Or 10th, yeah.
This is the battle for 10th. Yeah, I'm wondering if these guys that have pitted have picked up damage at all, which is why they're having to pit in and make repairs. But yeah, unfortunate that we're seeing so many drivers dropping down the order at the moment. Fiala up into P11 as it stands. Gap at the front though. Miku is pulling out on Mikel. Already there, the gap now 0.8 to 0.6. So Miku finding pace.
Alan doing a very good job getting back up from the spin and the contact at the start up to 10th. So it's a great performance from him so early on, and he's still got another 14.5 minutes to improve that and get further up the field again, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does indeed, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of major changes going on. Let's see, is there any way I can change the gap to... I'm just going to see if I can change the gaps so I can see the driver 2 instead of the driver to leader. Any chance? Or is it not going to let me? Probably not going to let me. Gotta love it. Right. So where are we at the moment?
Riding on board with Lewis, aren't we, in 12th. Fiala's pulled away slightly, hasn't he now?
Yeah, as well. Alan's starting to make a little push back down at the 10th. Tommaso is past Miki, so Tommaso up to P13 despite pitting. And there is a bit of a gap between Gigi Lund and Maverick. Maverick now down in P6. Nestor making his way back up to P5. Reguibi just ahead as well. And then it is Matt Pryor, a second off the tail of Mikel, with a further second ahead as well. So if you're wanting accurate gaps to the cars in front, if you look to the right hand side of the screen, you will see a bunch of gap numbers there. That is to the cars in front and behind. So you can see Reguibi is exactly 2 seconds ahead of Nestor, and Nestor was a 1.8 seconds ahead of Maverick.
As we see Mikel setting a very fast lap at 2:11.7, so maybe the fight's not over. The gap has increased slightly, but he's still setting them fast times, although it's very close between them top 2 with lap times, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, they're going to be trading blows all through this. Still got 12, almost 12 and a half minutes to go, and yeah, these two will be trading blows all the way to the line. They always do, and it does make for some incredible racing. It's been clean and it's been fair so far. We'll just have to see what happened with the jump starts at the start.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that caught a few people out yesterday in the Tatus because the server was showing green flag before the lights went out, so it was slightly early, and I think people were looking at the server messages instead of the lights, so that did catch a few out yesterday, so I'm wondering maybe that was the case again at the start of this race. But it's good to see the people that have been pitting and obviously pitting for repairs and new tyres making their way back up the field. Aiden gets back up to 16th from pitting, so good performance from him, even though very unlucky to pick up damage or whatever happened, but he's still going, which is the key thing about this, isn't it? Bagging the points, which is great to see.
That's it, and that's it. You just got to keep going. You're not going to get points if you don't finish, so... And there's always points available, and yeah, so great run from him so far. Down to P7, he is having a battle with Laurie at the moment, and with Peck, so the battle for 16th is very tight at the moment. And then a little bit further up the midfield, it's kind of separating out a little bit. We're going to go a bit further down the order because there is a bit of a battle kicking off now between Brizzen and 419. There we go, on board with Brizzen at the moment. 419 just ahead, and then it's Gigi Lund just ahead of him as well. Look at that line from Brizzen, though.
I was just going to say, Brizzen taking all them curbs, isn't he? Brilliant line, and it's clearly working. Look, he's gaining, getting along behind on the slipstream. Maybe he's going to try and make an overtake into this, along the straight, ready for the first corners as he tries to get side by side along the straight.
It's looking like it. He's made an incredible run through the chicane there, and the slingshot, the overspeed that car carried compared to 419 was incredible. Big shout out to Leo there. Thank you very much for the support. Really appreciate it, and still very much appreciate you joining me yesterday for the Tatus series. We are growing a very strong comms team here at Phoenix, and very, very happy to see as Brizzen! That was deep, that was tight.
It wasn't. I mean, he lost a little bit, but it's not lost him much time, has it? I mean, that's a good battle now between them. It's going to be soon going to be 3, isn't it? As they're closing in on the cars ahead. But it's a very interesting battle so far.
That's it. And Alan's making his way back up from a horrendous start. P2 started, now sitting in P10. A rough opening stint from Alan. But he is starting to clamber back, and he's going to be all over the back of Brisbane any minute now. Gap at the front, still 0.9 of a second between Miku and Mikkel. Static for the moment. Mav sitting there pretty in P6. He has 5 seconds to Gigi Lund, who is only just a second ahead of this 3-car gaggle that we are watching at the moment.
It's going to be a very interesting little race between these 3, isn't it? I mean, Alan, he's got the ultimate pace out of these 3 because obviously set the good times in qualifying, but also, you know, a newcomer, which is great to see, obviously, him set the good times, but making his way back up the field. So, and he's obviously quicker than Brisbane ahead of him as he gets the undercut up the inside, doesn't he? So I think
look at the overspeed. Look at the overspeed Alan was carrying there. There was no contest, not even halfway round the corner, and he has absolutely gapped him. And he's going to be all over the back of 419 in no time. Alan showing some fantastic pace today. And again, yep, newcomer at the series. And this is what we want to see. We want to see some fast drivers in here, and we want to see this championship mixed up and an absolute challenge for everyone. What a line that is through there.
I mean, it's so violent, but it works so well for them two, doesn't it? Especially Brisbane and Alan. Like, it's just a brilliant line helping them. But this is going to put Alan in a very strong position, isn't it, for the reverse grid race? About halfway. There's a good battle at the moment. Oh no, that was an issue with the timing screen as Matt went ahead, didn't he, of Mikael?
Yeah, it does get a bit funky when they cross the line here. I do take that with a pinch of salt. But yeah, the gap is staying steady, around about 0.7 to a second now between Miku and Mikkel, so they are running very, very equal times. I mean, look, Miku has set the fastest time, and not by much, 0.3 of a second over Mikkel for the fastest time so far. Still 8 minutes to go, so anything can still happen here today.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, just going back to Alan, obviously he's about halfway in the field, which, you know, and he's still making more progress, but that's going to set him up very good. For the there's some contact between Lewis sending him into the, or nearly sent him into the tyres, so he drops down. I think that was with
Tommaso, yeah.
Yeah, so still great battles everywhere where you looked, which was the exact same story last week, wasn't it, around Silverstone?
It was, yeah. It was just non-stop all the time. So Louis taking a bit of a bump there from Tommaso, dropping down ever so slightly off the pace, and this is allowing Miki to catch up behind. We are going to go have a little look a little bit further down. Aiden has dropped a bit of pace, unfortunately, but still in contention.
I was just going to say, it's still a good battle between them two, isn't it, for 17th and 18th, so about couple of seconds between them, but, you know, he's just still going round, keeping the times pretty consistent, and he's just trying to close up on them, as he does, set another quick lap of his best lap of the whole evening so far. Yeah,
2:17, so he has got the pace to keep up with the guys in front, and the thing is, Peck and Laurie are going to start battling hard ahead, so as long as Aiden keeps his head down, he's skidding it out. Oh, we say that.
Oh, no. Wide, yep.
Commentator's curse. Right, we'll come away from Aiden because I don't want to curse him.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I have a habit of doing that.
He'd be moaning at me at school on Monday. He'd be like, "Hey, Jake, why was you talking about me? Stop."
I'll get the blame for that there. Looking back from Gigi Lund, there's 419, and there's an Allen as well. We've got another 3-car battle here. We're going to have an ad break in 20 seconds, but we will stay on board with this action before that ad break kicks off. Gap to the front, still 0.8 seconds.
Contention, isn't it? I think. Yeah,
3 wide.
3 wide now. Yeah. Didn't think I'd expect that round this track, certainly not, but it clearly works, doesn't it? As Alan gets up, still going side by side, but I think he's going to get up to 7th by the time the chicane, by the time they're going to turn 1.
Oh, GG, lock up, goes wide, holds it, and that lets 419 through. So yeah, Alan back up to P7, 419 P8, and Gigiland dropping down to P9 there, a little bit wide, a little bit of a lock up, just ran a bit too deep, and on the chase of Maverick now goes Alan, and we can just see Brisbane coming up behind as well. Looks like Gigi Lind is struggling a little bit there.
I mean, it's all settled down for a little bit, apart from the battle. most fairly spread out for a little bit, isn't it? I mean, gap staying relatively the same, closing up a little bit for first and second, down to 0.6, but seems to be staying between 0.6 to 0.8, doesn't it?
Yep, as we see Miki and Louis having a battle again. Louis locking up that front left again, going through there. He's going to have a good drive though. But is he going to make anything of it? This is the battle for P13 at the moment. Tommaso is gapped out in front now, 5 seconds ahead of this battle, sitting on his own in P12. As we're going to see, is Louis going to try and make a move? Oh, double dab on the brakes there. I do believe Louis is a controller user. So, don't quote me on that one, but it does look like he is a controller user. Which does make his life a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I mean, there was a fair few in another series that I used to commentate on. A lot of the front runners, 2 out of the 3 front runners in that other series, they were both on controller, which was great to see. I mean, very impressive. I can just about control the steering wheel at the best of times, sometimes, especially on the sim with some of the tricky cars, but it's very impressive to see him obviously using a controller, which is great.
That's it. I mean, it's something I could definitely not do. I have not got the talent to run controllers at all. Mikel is starting to close the gap now on Miku. We are down to the last 4 minutes. That gap now 0.7 of a second. We are now going on board. We are checking P1 technically now, checking P1 for you, Leo, but we are seeing it from P2's point of view. Gap now down to 0.73, just under 4 minutes to go here in race 1. And it has been action-packed from start to finish. Field spread is about, but we do have pocket battles everywhere, and this is the major pocket battle that you're looking at. The battle for P1 between these two forever battling championship rivals, Miku and Mikel. And the DLX boys putting in a good show, with Nestor currently running in P5 as well.
But very impressive from Mav in P6 as well. I mean, he got that good start, didn't he? Kept out of all the carnage, and he's managed to stay in P6. It's great to see. As obviously Mikel setting another quick lap on his last lap of 2:11.692. So still got the pace as with Miku, hasn't he? Both of them showing great pace, very consistent times between the two of them. The gap's just down to 0.6, so both of them, you know, setting consistent times. Mikel trying to get in the slipstream, maybe a little bit too far away, slightly gaining on him, but you know, just keeping out of trouble, aren't they? Both of them setting good lap times, and hopefully that'll make them in 2.5, 3 minutes, bring P1 and P2 home.
That's exactly it. There we go. I fixed it. I found out now we have actually got intermediate gaps to the drivers and not to the leader. So we did fix it. There was a setting. It was just hidden there somewhere. So better now than never. You can see that gap now, 0.5 of a second. And we are running out of race time for Mikel to make a move.
Good battles again for 9th. GG Land in 10th. Only 0.1 off Brizin in 9th. So them having a good battle, as we also see some battles further down, 15th and 16th. It's a good battle, as well as obviously you've got the likes of Brizin and GG Land, very close battle, is right in the slipstream. GG Land of Brizin, is he going to pull out onto the outside? Yes he is. He's going to get the run alongside, and as we see, you know, the ultimate pace not only in the Tatus but also the MX5s helping the DRS of the slipstream, isn't it, to get make them get the moves as they're still side by side as they come onto the straight.
Exactly, slipstream is king around here, and it is helping a lot. GG though will have the outside line against Brizin, but he does have the overspeed. Who's going to brake later? Is anyone going to brake later? Oh my goodness, GG! Oh, major drop of the gears there. You can still hear Brizin on the outside, but it looks like GG's made it. And he's
very good as he gets alongside, doesn't he? So he's got that inside line for the hairpin, and that's going to make him get up to P9. So some great battles still throughout the field, as we do see 15th and 16th having a very good battle just as they come across the line. But ultimately now Brizin is going to try and come back alongside, I think.
That is it. It looked like, yep, it was Peck in the middle of this. Some great racing there. He's got Slavoa behind him, and then way off in the distance Louis is there. So this is very much the battle for P15, but we are going to have to jump straight back to the leaders because that battle is getting very intense and we are running out of lap time. There we go. It is Mikel running past Miku, and it is the dying stages.
It's great stuff. I mean, they've both been setting very consistent times, but now we see Mikhail obviously still setting good times, both bouncing over the curbs. Now this is going to play into the hands of Miku again, right up on his rear bumper, and obviously going to try and get alongside. The slipstream really helping around here, but to be honest, wherever they are, MX5's always delivering great racing, as we've seen for these last 20 minutes.
We have indeed, and this is going to be spicy. I think they're only just going to cross the line in time to get one more lap on the go, and this is what I mean. These two are literally progressive photo finishers. No, this could be it. This could be it.
Yeah, it's going to be last lap.
This is it. It's going to be a photo finish, and it's Mikhail. Mikhail takes the win. Wow.
Brilliant stuff. That was amazing. I mean, great from both of them, but you know, they both set the lap times, and that's just perfect. That's going to be very interesting for them two, starting at the back of the grid for the reverse grid, isn't it?
That's it. Matt came third. It looked like Nestor may have been fourth. Nestor or GOVEE fourth or fifth. We'll have to check that out. Mav with P6. What a run from Mav. Up 5 positions. Alan will come 7th. A good comeback from Alan after his disappointing start. 419 down in 8th though. Brisen will take 9th. GG London 10th. Fiala will take 11th. Tommaso, P12, solid result for him. And it's Miki in 13th. Louis will take 14th. Peck in 15th. Laurie in 16th. Nzloa in 17th. And Aiden rounding at the pack, but getting to the checkered line in P18. Wow, that was a race. What a finish, though, between those two. Always happens between Mikhail and Miku. Never a disappointment, those two, when it comes to track action. What a first race, though, dude, wasn't it?
Oh, it was brilliant. I mean, Mikhail and both of them two, I mean, they're superb, aren't they? Whatever car, whatever track, they both just seem to find each other, and it's just like they're, you know, always connected. It's like they've got a magnet to each other's car, always connected to each other. It's brilliant. But I mean, I think that's going to put Aiden on pole, isn't it, for the reverse grid?
Yeah, absolutely. And same happened. He had reverse grid pole Silverstone as well. He did do really well up until I think he made a mistake around Stowe and spun himself. So Aiden's got the pace when he's out front. He just needs to keep his head in the game. And as long as he hits the bus stop first ahead of everyone else, he could have a very good chance of points this evening for race 2. But this championship battle is going to go on and on and on between Miku and Mikhail. I can see it happening already. And this is going to be absolutely great fun to watch. I can't wait. I really can't wait. We are going to have about 3.5 minute break. So if you do want to go for a quick bathroom break, quick drink, go ahead, go for it. Now's your opportunity. But stick with us for Jake and I. We will have a natter during.
Yeah, it's been brilliant, hasn't it? I mean, feels like we've had a whole championship in 3 races. It's been amazing, and I can't wait to see what's the rest to come with this series as we go through, obviously, through all the weeks. It's going to be brilliant.
Exactly. Cthulhu with the Prime sub. Thanks very much. Very much appreciate it. You will now be ad-free going forward for the rest of the championship, and that's what we like to see. So yeah, I do appreciate that, Cthulhu. Thank you very much. And yeah, so race 2 reverse grid is going to be absolutely manic. We're going to see the likes of Aiden up front with he's going to be there with Laurie with Louis as well. We're going to see Gigiland a bit further up the front. Who else? Tommaso's going to have a very good starting run as well. And there's Loa, another one who's going to be starting up the grid. But the one thing is how will our race 1 winners, leaders, how are they going to come through the pack here? Because we've seen lap 1 is chaotic, especially coming into the bus stop. Do you think the guys are going to survive it? Do you think they're going to run are they going to run sensible races? Do you think they're going to go guns blazing and try and get to the front as quick as they can?
For their sake, I want them to survive the first couple of laps, because I mean, last week at the MX5s, didn't we, in the at Silverstone, we had a very unfortunate coming together for a couple of them, and they didn't really get their places back up, did they, in the reverse grid? So for their sake, I'd like them to get a clean start, get through the pack, and, you know, just gradually, but slowly make their way up. But I'm sure that's not what they're thinking. They just want to get to the front as quick as they can, and obviously if one of them or both of them can both go through and work together, then ultimately they're going to be back at the sharp end again for this reverse grid race, aren't they? That's
it. If they can just be smart, sensible, and just as you said, just not overdrive the car going through the first couple of laps, I think they've got it. The guys have definitely got the pace. I mean, you saw their lap times there. They were dipping into the 2:11s while everyone else is you know, the closest rivals to them was 212s, 213s. So they've got the pace to get through the pack. It's just how sensibly can they get through the pack, because this is going to be one of these races where we're going to see cars 4 or 5 wide, I can tell, going through the bankings.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've also got, don't rule out Alan, because don't forget he's starting a bit further up than them, the two from the first race. So, and we clearly saw his good pace. So don't rule him out for the for getting up there before them, because obviously he's starting in 12th and they're starting right at the back, aren't they? So he could show some pretty good pace as he was in the first race, making up all them positions from the back of the grid from the start.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and get a little bit of a grid view here if it lets me actually zoom into cars. Am I going to get it? Is it going to let me? No, that's me. I don't want me. Oh my goodness. I need a new ACC controller. I really do, or an AC controller. Because this one's rubbish. So we're going to go through our starting grid. So taking P1, it is Aiden with Nizloa. In P2, Laurie will start in 3rd. Louis in 4th. It's Peck in 5th. Mike in 6th. Fiala in 7th. Tommaso will be starting P8. It's Gigi Land in 9th. Brizen will be 10th. 419 in 11th. Then it's Alan in P12. Mav right behind him in 13th. Nestor in P14. Reguibi will take 15th. Matt Pryor in 16th. Then it is going to be Miku in 17th and Mikkel in 18th. So this is going to be an absolutely spicy race. We're going to start our race, I'd say, on board with Fiala and P7. So you can see the chaos. Commentator's curse has been called in the chat. Probably. More than likely, yes. We're good at it. Cragolopicus, good evening to you too, sir. How are you doing? Hope you're enjoying what we're doing. And Aiden says he's having a little bit of poo moment being on pole position for race 2.
Oh dear, I'm not surprised. I mean, it's great that he's back out there. Obviously, like I say, I've been saying to him for the past week for him to get out for this track, even though he's not known it. But of course, he's shown good consistent lap times in the first one. Let's just see what he can do from pole. If he can keep it clean in the first lap or so, he may find a little gap until, you know, people catch up from the back that are quicker, and that's only if they stay out of trouble though, isn't it, as well? But we've only got 45 seconds till lights out, so it's come around very quickly. But we're ready for, commentator's curse again, we're ready for the carnage.
Exactly, and we will curse. Ah, no, Brian, you slept in and missed the race. Ah, dude, no. Unlucky, man. Ah, you've missed an absolute cracker. So sorry about that, man. Hopefully you can join us next week and set your alarm a little bit earlier. But appreciate the good, kind words about the stream. And yep, so Jake in the commentary box with me this week, and will be every single week for the MX5s and the LMUs. And it's, as I'd like to say, he is our very own resident race driver on real life. But we are lights on. We're on 4, we're on 5, we're on 6, and we're getting ready for reverse grid order race number 2 here at the MX5 Cup. And we are away. Slow start from a few at the front. Mav gets a good one on the go, and it looks like Miku's got a great start as well, all up the tail of Reguibi. And this is going to be action-packed. Aiden still, he's in the lead, he's holding from Laurie.
Brace yourselves everyone into the first corner, what's going to happen?
Oh, we've got folk going round. Is he going to hold these brakes? He doesn't. More chaos. It's Fiala. No, we've cursed him. No, Fiala, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fiala. On board with Aiden, still battling for P1. Looks like Tommaso's going to get down the inside and inherits P1. Great avoiding action there from Aiden to stop a collision, but Tommaso takes the lead as we see more cars. That's 419 going backwards there.
Yeah, well, it's always us, isn't it? Commentators curse. I don't think we should do commentary. We should just let them do it themselves. Yeah.
Oh,
then there's more contact
Laurie.
again.
No, Laurie getting louied. Oh no, I need to stop looking at people because I'm cursing everyone. Ah.
Right, so we've got in the lead now. So after all that carnage,
Tommaso is half a second up on Aiden right now.
Yep. So I mean, it's a good start from both of them, isn't it? Because they were near the back in the first race and they're sticking to their ground. But we have got GOVEE up into second now as he gets past Aiden along the straight using this slipstream to get up into second. So he's probably going to be chasing Tommaso in first to try and get that early lead, as we did see GOVEE having good pace in race 1.
We do indeed, and look, Aiden's not giving up. He's all over the back of GOVEE just to head out our picture. We are on board at the moment with Mikel as he's got a battle with Miku right now. It does look like Alan's had another bad start to the second race. Oh no, Aiden's gone off wide. Oh! And unfortunately, Aiden dropping down.
Yeah, he keeps out of everyone's way though, doesn't he? I mean, he ran wide over the grass at the chicane, but he keeps out of everyone's way and he's still in 8th, so great bit of avoiding action when he ran wide to keep out of everyone's way and not obviously cause any more carnage than we've already seen. So, great battle still. We're on Mikel and Miku, which have got up to 4th and 5th, so some great racing between these two. Already, we're only into the first, we've still got 17.5 minutes to go.
We do, and this is going to be an epic battle for 3 wide. Poor Gigilan stuck in the middle of our championship protagonist right now. Miku on the outside, Mikel on board with down the inside. He's going to have the run in here. How's Miku going to challenge us? Gigi backs off very early and lets these two counter through. And what a great run that was. Both of the guys through. Gigi being very smart right there and not getting himself into any trouble. He wants to make it to the end. Aiden now down into P9. Still going though, still ahead of Alan.
Yeah, Muff had a good start again. I was just dropped down to 7th, but he had a very good start, didn't he? Again, up into 6th. So good battle between them two, 6th and 7th.
Oh, Mav's out. Mav's gone round. He is in the grass and dropping down the order solid. What's happened to Mav?
Yeah, I mean, what we got now, GOVEE closed that gap, hasn't he?
He has that gap now down to 0.2 of a second to Thomason out front. This battle in the mid-pack, though, is absolutely going to see GOVEE at the top of the picture. They're making a move around the outside of Tommaso onto the long straight. And it looks like GOVEE has taken the lead. So we're watching all these guys here cut in. This is some epic action, isn't it? On board with Aiden right now as he is holding on to P11.
Great battle, isn't there, between these 4 and 5? It's going to become a 6-way battle soon, I think. So we'd see Aiden dropping down to 11th, but still not out on this one. He's done very well to keep where he has, and certainly, obviously, just defending is this one, isn't it? If you're one of the slower cars, just defend and just keep it clean.
That's exactly it. The battle here. Oh no! Who just went off there? Was that Tommaso? Tommaso off into the wall. GOVEE's off as well. Our leaders are off. Inheriting the leads, Mikel and Miku inheriting P2. GOVEE will come back onto P3, but what a mistake from the leaders there, inheriting the lead to these two. Oh my goodness, it's all kicking off.
I mean, that now these two, Mikel and Miku, have got past. It's just going to be a battle between these two, like we saw in race 1, which didn't disappoint, did it? So we're getting more of the same with 15.5 minutes to go. So some great racing so far we've seen.
This is it. It's fantastic. These two are going to be side by side, I can guarantee, till the end. Absolutely again. But we're going to go back down the field because look at the gaps. Look at the gaps. They're non-existent. They're 0.2, 0.3 of a second. We got... Oh, it's Aiden hitting the wall!
I think there might have been a slight bit of contact, or he just was pushed a little bit wider, but still great battles everywhere as we're riding on board with Petch. Oh, he runs very, very wide, doesn't he? Doing some rallycross over the grass.
It's all kicking off!
Yeah, it's crazy. It's exactly what we saw last week, wasn't it?
This is brilliant.
Silverstone.
Aiden going around the outside of Peck, takes contact, but he drifts the car nicely round there. And Aiden up a place. That's him up to P11, battling Fiala now.
Yeah, so they're both running side by side now. So and he gets back through, doesn't he? So he gets up into 11th. So it's some great racing between these two, and that was a great move around the second corner to get past Pedge.
Wasn't well, that's it. As everyone seems to be racing tight and even here in the mid-pack. It's great. Gap to the front. Miku's got past Mikel again. 0.4 the gap. We are going to go a bit further ahead because Matt and Alan are battling. Please, camera, take me up the leaderboard. Yep. We've got a big battle going on here, which is Matt up the back of Alan. Alan making up places, so he dropped down to like P12 lap 1. He's made himself back up to P6. Fiala dropping down the order to P14. And unfortunately, Tommaso, our race leader at one point, down to P13. We have another ad break coming in 5 seconds, but for you subscribers that are with us, we'll keep on going. So we'll be right back after the ad. And as for you subscribers, we will continue on with the action on board with Matt right now. He does get past Alan and will start chasing GG for P6. It's all kicking off.
Great pace, isn't there, from Alan? Like we saw in the first race, good recovery drive. Dropped slightly back in the start of this one, but he's up to 7th, chasing Matt, isn't he?
Yes, leaders are starting to pull away quite handsomely. There's a 4-second gap between P2 and P3 at the moment, and it's going to be the usual story between these two, inches apart, side by side, every single lap. Some of the most impressive driving in the MX5s I've seen in quite a long time, I have to admit.
Yeah, they always keep it clean, don't they? There's very rarely contact between these two. Both, like, you know, so a lot of commitment from these two. Both got confidence in each other, and obviously all the cars and the car and the setup. So some brilliant racing, and this battle is not going to end until the very last lap, like we saw in race 1. Exactly.
These guys have got huge amounts of respect for each other. We've seen it last season at our when we ran at the Nürburgring. Mikel had some technical issues and retired, basically gifting Miku the race, and the disappointment in Miku's voice, despite the great result, he was so disappointed he couldn't run a battle with Mikel at the end. So these two, huge respect for each other on track, and you can see why. Fantastic racing from the both of them as Miku does take the line. He is going to have to go a bit more shallow though, and is Mikel going to have a better run slinging his way out here into the banking? We shall see. We're going to go a little bit further down the order now.
We do see Laurie dropping down from quite high up. Now he's down to 14th. So
oh, Fiala! Whoa! There was a little bit of poo moment there as we see Mav getting past Aiden. But yeah, close. Welcome back, everybody, from the break. You have missed some amazing action, I have to say. Miku and Mikel battling, constantly switching positions up for the lead. Maverick having an awful time this second race after a fantastic first race, going backwards. Tommaso making his way back up the field from his early mistake that set him back from the lead. We have 4:19 all over the back of Brizin yet again. So, yeah, non-stop.
Alan as well, yeah, he's obviously pulled away and got that gap, and now in 6th, but he's also now closing in on towards Matt, so only 0.6, 0.7 separating them. So Alan may get, well, I reckon he's going to definitely close up onto the back of Matt, as they're both setting fairly consistent times. As Alan, does he drop slightly back, or was that
No, he's battling with Gigiland at the moment. So this is the battle that you're seeing. It's Alan on the inside, Gigiland on the outside, Matt just ahead of them. Oh, as Alan just shuts the door on Gigi. Nope, that's my corner, he says. So he drags the car out wide, and you can just see how close they are. That's P3 up at the top of the picture, the red and black car of GOVEE. And Nestor, DLX boys are doing really well this week. Nestor's enjoying this track as Gigi and Alan make a little bit of contact there. A little bit of bumping. Alan just gives Gigi a little hand of acceleration there. Come on, buddy, he says. You can go a bit quicker.
That's some great racing. We're still only just halfway through, so we've seen some great battles so far, and the majority of this reverse grid race has been clean, hasn't it? The odd little bits of contact, but it's been certainly great to watch from our point of view.
It has indeed. You gotta love these classes of racing. I do have to say, rubbing is racing in these series. You expect a wee bit of bumping. For instance, last week, I know GOVEE was getting quite a few bump draft encounters at Silverstone, especially going down the hangar. That was very fun to watch as Mav goes very wide. I've done it again. I've cursed him. I did the same yesterday in Tatis. You know what? I'm sorry, Mav. You're not getting any more screen time because you need to get positions, and I'm sick of cursing you. So, Mav down to P16. Aiden now inheriting P15 as I curse Aiden. Ah, no!
Yeah, I mean, a great bit of car control though from Aiden, wasn't it? I mean, drifting around that corner. We've seen that a couple of times earlier as he was making moves, but you know, going side by side along the straight now. This shall be interesting into the chicane, shouldn't it?
It will do. The overspeed that Mav will carry should get him past Aiden, but never say never. Aiden has been he's putting in some mad lines going into the bus stop chicane, and yeah, I'm not going to count him out, to be honest. He's got a nice style of driving, and as for a rookie driver, as you said, he's not, you know, he's new to sim racing. especially new MX5s and this track especially. And to see him battling like this, like that line there was fantastic, and he's all over the boot of Mav again.
Yeah, so back into the slipstream, isn't he? And he goes onto the high line to try and get the slipstream past Mav again as they run in towards the start line again. So this is going to be interesting as soon as they go into the first corner in a couple of moments' time.
That's it, and this is just absolutely excellent racing to see. Nice and clean from these two. We've got a veteran in Mav and a rookie in Aiden. And they're just proving no matter how much time you spend behind the wheel, anything is possible. Oh, Aiden, nicely done. Well controlled to not hit the back of Mav there. There's some great driving. I can see he's improving every single lap, and I'm looking forward to see what he can bring later in the season. We're going to go up the top now because there is some major battles going up the top of the pack. Matt and Nestor are battling hard right now. You want an on board of P1 and P2? Okay, here we go. We're going to go on board with Miku in P1, P2, sorry.
Both side by side again. Mikhail just getting slightly ahead, isn't he? But Miku back into the slipstream. As we've seen pretty much all evening long, haven't we? Race 1, race 2, pretty much a mirror image of race 1, isn't it? But Miku certainly gaining on the straights, both going into the bus stop. Is he going to get side by side? This could be interesting going into the chicane, but he ultimately backs off to obviously avoid any contact and slots back in behind Mikhail. So some great racing between these two.
Certainly got a better run there. Mikhail sliding the car out a little bit. Miku keeping the drive nice and slick. This battle is going to go on and on and on. Further down the field, there are some great battles going to win. Nizlova and Mike are battling for P17, saying that Nizlova is just taking the position up to P17.
A stellar lap from Aiden in P16, a 2:16.7. So ultimately, his lap times have just been getting so much impressive as the evening goes on. Great racing and lap times from Aiden.
He's improving every single lap. We've seen it. I think he started the session on like 2:19s, near enough 2:20s, and he's already down to 2:16.7. So, you know, 2 races, and he is, you know, found 3.5 seconds a lap. That's exactly incredible.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And such a rookie to sim racing. It's great to see. Like earlier, like we saw some great battles with him and Mav. Some great racecraft, even though the lack of experience with the sim racing.
It's encouraging to see, and it just shows you how easy it is to pick up series and cars like this. You know, you could have 0 experience, you can jump straight into the car and you can have fun. You can get involved in race series like this and you can have good results. And on that note, these championships are wide open. There's always spaces, so if you are interested in joining us in the MX5, the Tatuses, the Formula VRCs, the TCRs, the Indy cars, the V8 supercars, ACC, LMU, find us through SimGrid. Just search up Phoenix Sim Sport. We're there. Come sign up. Come join us. Hit up the Discord. We'd love to have you all here. We'd love to see stacked grids every single week. This battle is going to be ongoing for a while. I see these two are going to be swapping for the next 5 minutes. A couple
Another
more.
very good, impressive lap from Aiden. 2:16.5, so he's going even quicker. Only 0.2, but 0.2 quicker than he's been going. Some great lap times.
Indeed, he has made a little. He's lost a little bit of pace to Maverick, but it doesn't really matter. He's doing his own thing. What a move by Miku! What a run there! Down the inside, yeah. Mikhail didn't have a chance.
Oh, it's just amazing, isn't it? It certainly wasn't expecting that one, but a great move, and as we've seen all race long, all evening long, running side by side again. So I'm just mind blown with these two. They're just absolutely brilliant. Yep,
we're going to quickly follow down the order a little bit because Brizen is all over the back of 419. As much as I'd love to stay on board with the leaders, we do have 16 other drivers to keep an eye on at the moment, but we will return to the leaders before the end of the race for sure. But Brizen looking for P8 from 419 at the moment. 0.5 of a second the gap now between these two. As we see Nestor setting his fastest lap, P5 at the moment with a 2:12.6. Great run from Nestor this weekend, I have to admit.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Alan's still closing up. He's bringing that gap down to Nestor in P5. So, obviously, you've got Matt and Nestor battling him for P4. It's only going to help Alan.
Oh, Brizen!
Yeah,
Do you think that was another curse?
I don't know, we were watching him, we weren't talking about him, but we were on board with him, so we probably did. All the time, innit? Right. Who should we go on board with? Should we just watch your view from the pit lane and then we won't curse anyone?
Knowing me, I'd crash if I did that, even if I'm static in the pit lane. Here we are, on board with Nestor, 1.1 seconds to Matt in front, Alan 2.6 behind and closing, but it is great to see the DLX boys having a great run. They had a oh jeez, just about cursed Nestor there. The DLX boys had a good run in the Tata series yesterday, and I do believe there's going to be quite a few of them turning up for ACC tomorrow as well. So the DLX boys really getting involved in a lot of our series, which is great to see. And you know, if you want to challenge them, come on, join us up. Let's get a load of yous onto the grid. Let's see some open, great racing. Miku 0.3 of a second ahead at the moment. 2.5 minutes to go. We will join them with a minute to go. I do want to keep an eye on there's a bit of a further battle going down. For P13, Peck, Fiala and Mav are all there. And yep, so it's Peck, Fiala, Mav. I don't know who's out in front. Is that someone getting lapped? I think that might be someone getting lapped. Who is that? It is Laurie ahead. Oh. It's because I can't read, that's my problem.
Yeah, so Mav's got, we're riding on board with Peck in P13. Mav's got ahead of Fiala, so he's taking 14th. But both of them setting very good, having some great lines through the chicane, as that's brought Mav right on the back of Peck, hasn't he? So he's going to try the high line to try and get past Peck to make it P13 for him, and I think he's going to do it because Peck's been pretty much boxed in, been T-packed as they do try to go 3 wide.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! The wheels have literally fallen off Mav's car! Oh, somebody clip that! Somebody clip that! Mav is tumbling down the road and he's out! Mav is out! Somebody clip that! Wow! Oh my! Oh, jeez. Oh, I think he might be dead, Brian. As Fiala taps the back of Peck there. Oh, it was a disaster, that one. Poor Maverick. He died. So, yeah, so Phoenix Sim Sport will be needing a new head honcho because unfortunately our grand leader Maverick has died here tonight in the MX5. So send in your applications if you would like to help us run Phoenix, because Mav's dead.
Oh, disaster for him. I feel so sorry for him.
Oh man, the worst of it is he's in VR, so I can only imagine what that looked like from his point of view. 30 seconds to go. It's back to get in with the leaders right now, my man.
Yeah, so we're on to the last lap of the race, but we see Mikael slightly pulling away now, don't we? But been some great racing, mega race from these two.
It is absolutely, and it looks like it's going to be the same again. This is going to be it. They're not going to have another chance to get another lap. And it looks like Mikael is just going to have the drive on Miku. Is it going to be a back-to-back win for Mikael here? Is this what his championship needs? And we're going. The line is just up there. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? It is. I don't know. It was. Oh, Mikael won by 1/1000th of a second over Miku. Again, they've done another photo finish, these two. Unbelievable scenes.
It's amazing.
Wow.
To be honest, I'm pretty speechless now. It's been very great evening between these two and up and down the rest of the field. Some impressive results from everyone tonight. Oh,
fantastic racing. I was so locked in on what was going there. I don't even know the finishing positions. I'm pretty sure it was like, I think Matt came third, someone came fourth, Nestor came fifth. Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't get your positions right, but from the Mav crash to that finish, that was just unbelievable racing from everyone. Congratulations to Mikael then, back-to-back wins, back-to-back, well, back to winning ways from him. Miku, again, 2 photo finishes between those two drivers. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, well, brilliant race, you know. Just, oh, look.
Are we getting our post-race playground. This is great to see, but wow. Action-packed start to finish here at Daytona for the MX5s. Can we race here every single week? Because both the Tatuses and the MX5s have been absolutely entertaining.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I mean, we saw this last week. We said the exact same last week. Can we keep racing at Silverstone? I mean, if it's going to be like this each week, it's going to be absolutely mega, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's just, oh wow. I can't wait to see who comes into the comm box tonight. I wish Mav could join us, because I would like to see what his point of view was in that accident at the end.
Oh dear, I was lost for words. That was fantastic. Brilliant race.
That's just, I can't believe it. That was just action-packed throughout. I'm lost for words. I am brutally lost for words. That was... Congratulations to everyone who joined in. That's all I'm going to say is thank you to everyone who turned up and raced tonight. That was just wonderful. Waiting to see if anyone is wanting to join us in the comms box for a little chat about the race. So we will see if anyone is wanting to. You know the drill. We have Miku is a 1, so we will bring him up. So let me see. So we're going to move up. There's a Miku. I'm going to wait to see if anyone else joins us. Let me just switch this, and I'm actually going to turn the volume down on that. So, anyone else? Aha, we've got some more people joining us. Let me just bring them up into the comm box real quick. Who else have we got joining us? I'll see you in just a second. I don't want to change roles. I want to move into the commentary box. And here we go. Right, let's see who we got joining us in the comms box after what was a fantastic double set of races there, action-packed all the way through. And we have Miku, Riguibi, and Laurie in with us. It's okay, I'm just going to cut off my sharing my screens because nobody wants to watch my desktop because it's boring. Wow, I'm just going to say that. Wow, I'm going to start off with you, Laurie. What... 2 fantastic races. The first race was chaos. The second race was just absolute chaos. Go on, talk us through your races, dude. That was so much fun.
I just changed my pedals, and it always was like getting used to it. It was fun. I got a couple of overtakes. Killed Maverick. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, talking to Mav, I'm just wondering if he's dead or not. After his last lap collision, it did get clipped. I will be posting it in the channel, but I have never seen a Mazda lose all of its wheels so quickly.
Yes.
It was brutal to see this. Yeah, even chat saying, I think everybody's saying that Mav's dead. Right, so we do need someone else to run Phoenix Sim Sport because Mav is dead. So applications are open. But yeah, talking about that, race 1 was extremely difficult. You had a little bit of a few bumps and scratches in race 2 there, Laurie, as well. You want to talk us through some of those? Yeah, you want to talk us through some of those? Because I think we may have cursed you as well.
The bigger crash was in race 1 when it started. So like a car just appeared in front of me. So I got pushed back at the back. At the second race, it was basically my fault because I just went off track because the braking zones was just weird to me because this was my first day racing on this track.
I mean, even for your first time racing, you did do really good, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I tried.
What we're going to do is we've got 37 seconds till we're being forced to an ad break. It's not going to let me skip it tonight, so it's hating me. So let's just chat about something for 30 seconds before I switch the driver, so actually our viewers can see it. So where are we next week? I haven't checked. I never check because I'm useless.
Nordschleifer.
Oh my god! Of course you'd pipe up with that because you love it. Nordschleifer, Laurie, what's your views on that for next week? You've got 17 seconds.
I'm scared, and I know I will be somewhere around alone. On the track.
I like it. And when a driver says, how are you feeling? I'm scared. That's all I need to hear. Right, we're going to our ad break. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Wow. So the rest of us will just chat for a couple of minutes. We'll do that. In and amongst. Wow. Did anyone actually see what happened to Mav at the end? We caught it on stream, unfortunately. We got to see the whole thing on stream. I cursed him in 4K, unfortunately.
I think from what happened, I
Yes.
think just the unfortunate 3 wide moment. I mean, there's clips right now on the paddock chat.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's the first time I've screamed in chat, please clip that! Please clip that!
Yeah, okay, I can see what happened. The red
But as
car, the
as I
red
remember-
car goes into. I think Lucas it on the apron, then tag. I think it's a Peck. I think, and then he collects Maverick, and then that's Mav into the wall somehow.
Yeah, it's one of those things with that camber. As soon as if you're up on the top bit and the car seems to get a bit floaty on the front, you're done. You've got no steering, so
Okay, so it wasn't
Yeah,
my
just
fault.
a
I
bit
was
too
just holding
Really
my line.
pinched. Yeah, really pinched on that one.
I feel bad for him because he's in VR. So I'm wondering if he just took a minute to like take his headset off, go to the toilet, and like throw up violently because I think he just hit like 20 G's.
I think he DNF'd as well on that one.
I'm not surprised. He was probably sitting there with like motion sickness, like, oh god, I'm gonna die.
And with PTSD.
That's
After
it.
this.
He's retiring from MX5. He can't do it anymore.
I was scared that it was my fault, but okay, I just hold my line. So
Commentators curse, aka you get happy, says your name, and then you get nervous watching the stream and racing stressful. Post the clip somewhere so I can put it in my gallery. Low clip, low-key I want it. You can find it. It'll be, if you go through the Twitch channel, it'll be there as well, guys. It's also going to be posted everywhere in the Discord. No doubt. I think there's about 20 versions already being posted in every single channel. So I think we've had our crash of the season so far. I haven't. Nobody's heard from. Mav has replied to me. I did ask, "Are you alive?" He's just like, "I just grew a soul. I grew a soul just to lose it."
Oh no.
Oh, GOVEE. I think we're back. I think the advert's over, so we will get back to our commentary stuff. I never got to say it before the advert started, but thanks very much for that, Laurie. Very appreciated for you to take the time with us today, and I'm looking forward to you being very scared around the Nordschleife next week.
all right. Thank you.
More than welcome. Moving on, we have GOVEE. Bit of a mixed result. First race, second race you were doing really well, and then again may have accidentally cursed you as you and Tommaso. Did you just have a coming together? Because you both went off in the lead at the same time. What happened?
Yeah, I actually have no idea what happened. Well, in the first race, it was quite alright. Doing a good qualifying lap, of course. P6. Yeah, quite happy with that. And then from P6 to P4, and I was catching Matt, but yeah, didn't get that just in time. I was just behind him in the last lap, so I took P4. In the second race, yeah, I was quite last, and I did a last to first, but then from last to first to third, and I'm quite happy with that, actually, with that performance that I did. Well, yes, I did made some mistakes because I wasn't focused. I was focused on the voices in the voice chat. Well, yeah, don't do that, everyone. Don't do that. Yeah, that's a mistake that I did. I'm not very energetic right now because, yeah, I'm very tired. So while racing, I was very tired, so I didn't even focus that much when I was in first place. But yeah, it happens, and I'll take less first to third.
Points are points. I mean, you got to the end despite obviously running off. You did make a good comeback. Pace was good. You know, what's your overall kind of take on Daytona? Is it something you'd go back to, or is it something that's like, oh, I don't know about that?
It could be better, to be honest.
I fairly enjoyed it, I must admit, and I think Jake did as well.
Yeah, it was brilliant. We were speechless, weren't we, towards the end of the second race?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. There's just so many battles going on track. And again, a big huge thanks to all the drivers that joined in this week, because without you guys, it's not a race, and we had some amazing battles through the grid. Going forward, though, GOVEE, we'll have to point it up. You were our championship leader going into this race. I have a feeling you may not be our championship leader coming out of this race, but going into the Nordschleife, you know, what's your views? How are you feeling about that one?
I feel absolutely way too ready for it. It's one of my best tracks I know. So yeah, I'm very comfortable doing that race, of course, and hopefully I'm gonna get Marcel next time. That time, I mean, yeah, I was catching him, but yeah, it was frustrating.
Nordschleife is an absolute legendary track, and if it's one of your favourites and you're really up for it, we're looking forward to see you battle up the front for sure. Again, commiserations, you didn't get a better result in race 2. It looked like you had a really good run there with Tommaso, but hopefully next week you can come back even stronger, and hopefully try and take your championship lead back if possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, of course. That's what I'm trying. So I hope I can fight for the championship this time, and I hope I can become champion this season.
That's what we like to hear. We want to see more battles, especially. I mean, I'll get to you in a minute, Miku, but we want to see more battles up the front. But I think this season is going to be packed. We've got some seriously fast drivers here in MX5 this season, and I don't think it's quite going to be a 2-horse race this time round. But thank you very much, GOVEE, for your time. Looking forward to seeing you next week. And again, congratulations on your results, and thank you very much for partaking. But we are going to move on to Mr. Miku. Back-to-back second places, and it wouldn't be a fight with you and Mikkel if it wasn't a double photo finish. Go on, talk us through that one, my man.
I mean, to be honest, is there anything that needs to be said? It's just like what happened in Bahrain. Both cases lost on the line. Somehow, I don't know how the hell I lost that one on the second race. I thought I had the overspeed, but coming to the line, I somehow lose it.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were thinking. That was the first thing that popped into my head. I goes, look at this. It's another Bahrain. Again, used to within a millisecond of each other across. It just shows the skill and, you know, the fact that you two can run side by side so clean. The respect that you two have for drivers. I mean, you are literally, the pair of you are equal in skill level, I would say. And it's making for a fantastic racing and a fantastic championship battle indeed.
Yeah, it certainly is. Just unfortunate I keep losing out on these head-to-head. Especially at the end. That's 4 at this point.
That's 4, but you got to have your comeback at some point, mate. It's in the pipeline. I know it is. I can feel a Miku resurgence coming, and it's going to be that time where you can turn around and go, haha, that 0.001 of a second's mine. Do you think the Nordschleife is the one place that you're going to do it?
It depends, but I've got confidence in the vehicle going around the Nordschleife.
Well, I've seen you personally going around there. Mazda, very well planted, very much quicker than an RS 1600. But yeah, you look like you know that track very well.
I mean, as I mentioned yesterday, I've done plenty of runs with, you know, Group 3 in different games, of course. So maybe the physics engine might not be identical, but it is a track I know very well.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a fantastic track. I'm looking forward to seeing what action is going to be brought to us next week because, yeah, MX5's round the Nordschleife is going to be something absolutely incredible. I do believe, if my maths are mathing right, you should technically be our championship leader right now, but not by much. I mean, you did say that you might miss a couple of races this season. Is that correct?
Yeah, indeed it is. It will be towards the latter half, and in terms of the MX5, I am going to be out for 3 of a round.
Right.
Unfortunately. Because, unfortunately, when it's going to come time for my flight, for an half-an-hour trip, I'm going to be leaving early in the morning, so I'm not going to have enough time to... you know, and I probably wouldn't even have the space to bring all my gear with me.
Imagine rocking up at the airport. You got a suitcase. And I was like, "What's in it?" Well, my PC and my racing wheel because I am not missing MX5s.
Just come with keyboard.
That's it. In chat, Rob Blanquito is replying to you. He says he's tired of us. I won MX5 before Mikkel. I love Miku. Always good racing.
Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend.
Again, absolutely fantastic this week. I think Jake can vouch for me on this one. Voice is gone again. I asked you so nicely after yesterday, please don't make my voice hurt, and you again have hurt my voice. So, why?
Still got another night to go, Paddy. I'm sure tomorrow will be as action-packed.
Oh yeah, LMU at Spa. Oh goodness. Right, I need an ice pack for my throat. And that's not the fact that I've got to be driving an ACC before that as well. So I'm going to have a very busy Saturday. But yeah, fantastic racing here this evening. And again, we're always open for new drivers here at Phoenix Team Sport. So if you want to find us through SimGrid, again, just search Phoenix Sim Sport. One of the largest communities on there. We do have Discord as well. All this stuff is in the Twitch description panels below. We have multiple different series. Again, I'll go through them all for you. It is Tatis, MX5s, TCRs, IndyCars, Formula VRCs. We have ACC. We have LMU. I think that's it. That's 7 series. We probably have something else that I can't remember. But there's plenty for everybody. IndyCars, especially for our American audience. If you're looking for something that's more American timelined, IndyCars will be for you. That is more set up towards our American audience. So if you're interested in that and you are from across the pond, do get yourselves in, because we'd love to see you join us. But we are going to call it a night there. We will be back tomorrow, though. Mav will be back tomorrow, actually. He'll be the first one in the comms box as he follows the Sales Corsa Competizione running at Spa. And it looks like we've got a healthy grid at the moment. 30 cars registered. We are wanting to expand that grid even more. There is still time to sign up. So if you're interested, please get involved, sign up, and let's make this grid massive for tomorrow. And then it will be myself and Jake joining me again for LMU in the evening. So, from myself and Jake, we will be calling it an evening. So, good night from me, and we'll be seeing you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for the race, guys.